I have been working with Systematic for 6 years now, the whole time I've been here at Hopkins. So they were a supplier when I arrived in the role. I did suss them out because I've been in the industry for a very long time, and I know how hard it is to find a good printer from a sense of reliability and pricing, customer service, etc., keeping to deadlines, and I had absolutely zero faults with them right from the start, so I didn't even bother to look at other competitors. And I didn't look at either suppliers that I used to use either, to be honest, because they were that good. And 6 years later, I made the right choice. The retainer service for me makes life a million times easier. I am very time poor. So I'm a single entity at the whole company in the marketing and business development department, which means the suppliers that I do have, I need to maximize them to the biggest effect that I possibly can, really. I need to free up as much of my time as possible. So having the retainer on service means that at any point in time, I've got one single email that goes to their entire group. I can brief a job in. I don't have to wait for a quote. I don't have to wait for a price. The design team just crack on with it. I give them the deadlines. It comes back to me. I approve it. Job done, job closed. And we get an invoice for the same amount every single month, which means when I have to sit down and plan my 12-month budget, I know exactly how much to plan for the next 12 months. From a creative perspective, they're really good. So the team, when we first were getting to know each other, they would give me multiple options and we would go from there and fine-tune things. But again, right now, as it sits, I can say something like every 12 months I try to refresh all my ads. I still need it to see branding-wise consistent so that it's still very blatantly Hopkins Solicitors. But I need to just refresh that imagery or maybe some of the locations of where the words are on the ads and things to just catch an eye better. And I can just go back to Steve and say, can we just refresh this one? You know, the world is your oyster. You are the creative specialist. You go ahead and do that. And he does. He comes back with images and formats that I never would have thought to have briefed in. It's not necessarily my forte is creativity, but they are actually really good at it. I wouldn't dream of going somewhere else because they save me so much time. If I can get all of my suppliers to be as efficient as they are and to make my life as efficient as they are, I would be so over the moon. And I've got my little handful that I would never change, and Systematic is absolutely one of them.